Welcome back to the channel. It's Formula Park 1. We showcase amateur athletes and amateur news every day. If you're a player or coach would like an interview, DM me for a collaboration. And if you're loving the content, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Today, we're talking about the AP Top 25 Women Basketball scores on yesterday. The first game we're going to talk about is Louisville versus New Hampshire. And Louisville won by a blowout 94-43 behind Tawana Roberts, who had 15 points, 5 assists, 4 steals, and she went 6 for 10 from the field, 2 from 4 from the three-point line, and 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Coming in at number 2 was Ohio State versus Northwestern, and Ohio State won 79-70 behind Jelani Cambridge, who had 22 points, 2 steals, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and she went 10 for 19 from the field and 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. Coming at number 2 is Michigan State versus Wisconsin, and Michigan State won. They lost 78-64 to Wisconsin, and they were led by Gift Yuchinji, who had 14 points, 2 assists, 15 rebounds. She went 6 from 12 from the field and 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Next game we're going to talk about is Florida State versus Notre Dame, and Notre Dame won 93-58 behind Cassandra Popper, who had 21 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and went 9 from 12 from the field, 1 from 2 from the three-point line, and 2 from 2 from the free throw line. Coming at the next game we're going to talk about is Baylor versus UTSA, and Baylor won 73-55 behind Gianni Van Gutenberg, who had 16 points, 3 assists, and went for 5 for 10 from the field, 4 from 8 from the three-point line, and 2 from 2 from the free throw line. Next game we're going to talk about is Kentucky versus Central Michigan, and Kentucky won 82-55 behind Tiana Key, who had 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist, and went 8 from 10 from the field goals from the field, and 1 from 2 from the free throw line. Next game we're going to talk about is Kansas State versus Ole Miss. It was a close matchup, and Kansas State edged out the victory 61-60 behind Jordan Spicer, who had 19 points, 4 rebounds, and went 5 from 12 from the field, 2 from 6 from three-point range, and 7 from 7 from the free throw line. Next game we're going to talk about is North Carolina versus Boston U, and North Carolina won in a blowout win 82-40 behind Elena Orinzolos, who had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, went 6 from 11 from the field, and 2 from 3 from long distance. Next game we're going to talk about is Iowa State, who won 105-52 in a blowout win, and it was led by Adia Crooks, who had 30 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and went 13 from 19 from the field and 4 from 9 from the free throw line. The next blowout win we're going to talk about is Oklahoma versus UMES, and Oklahoma won 90-37 behind Peyton Verhurst, who had 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, who went 6 for 13 from the field and 1 for 5 from long distance and 3 from 3 from free throw line. Next blowout win we're going to talk about is LSU versus UNO, and LSU won 126-62 behind Kate Covell, who had 22 points, 2 rebounds, and went 9 from 9 from the field and 4 from 5 from the three-point line. The next game we're going to talk about is UCLA versus Oregon, and UCLA won 80-59 behind Lauren Betts, who had 24 points, 1 assist, 14 rebounds, and went 10 for 19 from the field and 4 from 9 from the free throw line. Next game we're going to talk about is South Carolina versus NC Central. Another blowout win for South Carolina, who won 106 to 42 behind Joyce Edwards, who had 25 points, 4 steals, 6 assists, 10 rebounds, and went 9 from 11 from the field and 7 from 10 from the free throw line. Another game we're going to talk about is Texas versus Prairieville. Another blowout win. Texas won 101 to 42 behind Briere Cunningham, who had 30 points, 1 assist, 14 rebounds, and went 12 from 18 from the field and 6 and 9 from the free throw line. Next game we're going to talk about is DePaul versus UConn. And UConn won 102 to 35 for another blowout win behind Sarah Strong, who had 20 points, 5 steals, 4 assists, 5 rebounds, and went 7 from 9 from the field, 1 from 1 for the three-point line, and 5 for 7 for the free throw line. Last but not least, the last game we're going to talk about is Michigan versus Purdue. And Michigan won in a blowout fashion, 104 to 56 behind Olivia Olson, who had 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and had a field goal percentage of 48.7, a three-point percentage of 33.3, and a free throw percentage of 84.4. For all your amateur news and your women basketball content, subscribe to Formula Park 1 on YouTube. Thank you for your support.